This is a period of reflection and introspection for me in terms of 8 years ago, and the self-force impression means a lot because I did not expect it when His Royal Majesty, out of the blues, called me that he wanted to see me. Actually, I was in the US. When he called, I said, "Tell me, sir, I'm not in town. Do you mind to tell me why, sir?" So I said, no, this is not a telephone matter. When you arrive, to come and see me. This was about barely 2 months after his coronation. You would think that somebody is still in his honeymoon, is still to settle down. So I didn't know, but I said, okay. So when I came, I drove straight to go and see him. And he surprised me by giving me a batch of documents of what he had designed and written about his vision for Remo. Well, I was involved with him before the coronation, so I knew a little bit about him. I was chairman of the finance committee of the coronation, and I knew how well he drove me and my committee. Wale Busan was secretary of that committee, the finance committee of the coronation, to raise money. And I have to commend also our Ashaju Eskeno Foko, who was the overall chairman for his push. But somebody probably knew me very low profile when he knows me. So when they asked me to be chairman of the finance committee, who do I know? Anyway, long story short, we were given a target. That time we were given about 60 million at that time to raise. The one before we raised over 120, 180, 170 million. So I was surprised myself, but I didn't know that I've set myself for another challenge by His Royal Majesty. And I went to see him and I said, "This is the blueprint. This is what I want to do for Remo. This is my program for the next 5 years, 10 years." His Royal Majesty had written a world-class corporate planning vision for Remo a couple of months after he took over the throne. And I took it. I marvel at what he wrote there because I pitched myself if I was in the boardroom in a global company in New York or London. That was the kind of paper you see when somebody presents a strategic plan. So I look at it and say, let's see, His Royal Majesty, this is serious. Anyway, long story short, he has listed people that he wanted to work with us. Not that he put his agenda down the table, he listed some people that he wants to work with us. So he had done his own work. And I found later that he has a kitchen cabinet of some young talks, tough boys. I would like to mention them, but there are about 5 or 6 of them whom I met during the coronation, whom I saw that they're really the power behind the throne, working with the Royal Majesty. Some of them were in the committee set up. We were about 21. Anyway, we started the meetings, and that was how RemoGDF was born. Well, RemoGDF celebration is like you are jumping. Because after my tenure, about 5 years, so we have had idea of Remo Day right there we asked His Royal Highness Elekpofekwe to chair the cultural committee. We actually succeeded in having Remo Day celebration in the UK, first of its kind. For Remo Day UK, we did not have just a day. We had the investment forum. We brought in investors from the Caribbean. We brought investors from the UK. Some Remo sons and daughters who are investors in UK participated in investment summit in UK at that time. And to be fair to them, some of them sponsored the summit, paid for the summit, before we now have our gala night, which was a different thing entirely. And His Royal Majesty was there for 3 days running for the event. And I must commend again some incredible Remo people who more or less housed, organized the trip for His Royal Majesty, which the council was over some of us who were there. Anyway, so we had Remo Day UK. Now let me go back to your question about Remo Day celebration in Nigeria. And I'm speaking there now within context. Not being in RemoGDF at that time, or exited, and being the first flagship celebration, I was very curious, very keen to see what was going to happen, to see how my plan at that time, how it would be different or be actualized, and what they plan to do. I tell you, and I wrote a letter to the chairman of RemoGDF after the event. I've never seen a most successful, curated, choreographed celebration in Remo land. Because 3 things occurred to me. Number one, it wasn't a one-day affair, but a week affair. Number two, it was very inclusive of Remo citizens. They had it in different 3 towns or 4 towns of Remo. Number 4, it was variety of events, all first class. I attended each one of them one by one. Cultural show, the event at the palace, and the grand finale at the stadium. And then that day I got in about 10:30. I got there very early, sat down. And even when everybody was leaving at 5 or 6, I still sat down. Because I enjoyed myself so tremendously. I said, what? So this thing is going there. Remo is so talented, so strong. And I tell you, we've got to give it to His Royal Majesty. We've got to give it to him. And also the organizers of Remo Day 2024. They've done something in my years of relating Remo, mobilization, inclusiveness, galvanizing of people that have been done before. So let's go back to Remo 25. And I told everybody that wants to listen, they have raised expectation beyond belief. And people are ready, they are committed, they are there for Remo. Forget the drama, the fairy tale of Ashebi, of dressing of anything. Beyond that, it's a very strong groundswell of movement of people committed to Remo as driven by the Agarico agenda. That was what I saw. And that's why I look forward to the RemoGDF 2025 to rekindle, to sustain, to build on, and so that an enduring legacy can be achieved and can be established.
SOE.